Hello， 大家好，我係 Doris 啊。我而家咧就喺大嶼山嘅東部愉景灣，唔知大家有冇嚟過呢？愉景灣出名世外桃源，地靈人傑，喺呢度成就咗唔少人嘅夢想喎。喺未講之前，先好快講下愉景灣嘅地理啊。大致分為大白灣，大白灣嘅北面望到迪士尼啊，而稔樹灣呢嘅東面就望住坪洲。大水坑嘅寺院嘅南面就係梅窩。不如咁啦，唔好淨係聽我講，我哋立即訪問下住咗喺度有30年嘅外國人。Hi Martin, thanks for chatting with us. I'm so glad to have you to chat with me. We are now in Discovery Bay, which is a very special place in Hong Kong. So this place is similar to the peacefulness of Bali. How long have you been living here?
I first came to Discovery Bay in 1993, and it was a different place then. It was actually more quiet than it is now, but I've seen a lot of positive changes in Discovery Bay, especially HKR has put in a lot of infrastructure. They made the ferries more regular, and obviously after so many years they built a tunnel to Sunny Bay where Disneyland is, and so Disneyland's one stop away from Discovery Bay, which is good if you like Disneyland. And then we've got a bus that goes to Tung Chung, which means there's a lot of transport alternatives that weren't available when I first came.
Really? Why do you live here since the
I initially lived here because I'm originally from overseas, from Australia, and Discovery Bay reminds me of the openness of Sydney and the greenery and the non-crowd. So it gives me a sort of a bit of a peaceful getaway from the city which I work in Central. But the reason Discovery Bay suited me personally is because it's a ferry ride 25 minutes to Central, and therefore that's quite reasonable in any travelling for anyone looking to work and live. It's a good balance between low-rise living and high-rise as well, because the high-rise have very good sea views and mountain views, so you've got a greenery, and obviously the low-rise appeals to people with families.
What has stood out to you in Discovery Bay?
What stood out to me? Changes. Hong Kong's always changing. There's always new restaurants,
better,
and
right?
yeah, it's changed for the better, and we see a lot more mix of people from China coming now to Discovery Bay and purchasing a lot of properties. So the demand for the real estate here has actually grown because we've got a bigger amount of people that want to come and live here. Whereas initially it was more of a Western enclave, like I'd say before 97. I'd say probably 70-80%, probably 75% of the residents here were Westerners, whereas now I'd say it's around 50-50.
All right. Any dream you achieve?
Any dream? Hong Kong's been very good to me personally because career-wise I've done well, and it's been good for development of making business, and when business is good, also fortune comes. And I own a few properties in Discovery Bay and golf carts, which has helped me obviously increase my happiness. It's quite unique that the internal transport is obviously walking or bike, or you can have your own golf cart, or alternatively you can there's a bus system that people can get around.
聽完 Martin 咁講，我哋一齊上 golf car。計算下由愉景灣廣場去愉景北商場嘅時間係幾多啦？哇，真係好快啊！唔使10分鐘就到達啦。
I remember too, I come through the park because it's quite pretty. We've got many lakes with turtles, and we've got goldfish, which bring good luck and happiness. 最後，大家快啲跟我一齊嚟愉景灣探索下啦！